and Liz have been dancing. Brilliant. So good. 1993 Brothers in Rhythm remix of Heaven 17 Temptation. Here comes the big end. And a gong. There you go. Play that from Mark at Top Dental, especially low, as he's listened to your show from the beginning. Thanks. And do you know, lots of first-time texters today. So if you've just discovered, yes, Hirsty's back on the radio every single day between 9 and midday here at BBC Radio Leeds. And next, yes, here she is.
I'm all wound up now. I've just so enjoyed all of it. It's been brilliant. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful show. See you tomorrow.
You will.
See
Stephanie
you
Hurst, best hour of the day.
West Yorkshire Travel.
BBC Radio Leeds.
I am all danced out, Ed Shepherd. I am just saying. It's been brilliant.
Me too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Traffic around Leeds is still a bit busy, I'm afraid, on the Ring Road Moortown as you approach Harrogate Road because of the roadworks there near to Stonegate Road. We've also got some delays as you make the journey through Mythen Road, Burnley Road because of the works at the Midsley Road junction. It takes about 5 minutes to get through if you're heading between sort of Todmorden and Hebden Bridge on that stretch, and then through Huddersfield. Also busy on Castlegate at the A62 approaching Trinity Street. Any other updates you have, the usual number applies. I've got more in half an hour.
Share your travel news.
Call 0330 123 0182.
BBC Radio Leeds.
How are you? It's Tuesday afternoon. You're with the Big Yorkshire phone in. It's Liz Green looking after you for the next 3 hours. Now then, in the next hour, is society so broken that our emergency services are being attacked? Thanks to Holly Lynch, the Labour MP for Halifax. Anyone who has a pop at somebody who's trying to care for others, whether it's in the NHS, whether it's a paramedic, whether it's a fireman or woman, out doing their job, will go to prison for a year when convicted. It's better than the 6 months that existed before, but what's going on? The mentality that somebody would do that. We're going to talk about that between now and 1 o'clock. Glad you're here.
On DAB Digital Radio, 92.4 FM and online.
The local radio station of the year.
BBC Radio Leeds.
BBC News at midday. I'm Cara Thorpe. More now on that top story that Liz has just been talking about, which she's going to be dealing with on her show between now and 1. From today, there are tougher sentences for people who assault emergency service workers, rescue teams or prison staff.
Having seen what frontline officers who are single crewed are up against, to then come back to Westminster with that experience to try and change the law to make sure that our officers know that they're protected and the public know that it's unacceptable if they wish to seek to do harm to those brave frontline workers.
Halifax MP Holly Lynch there, who spearheaded the campaign for the Protecting the Protectors law after spending time with West Yorkshire Police. It means that from today, the maximum sentence for attacking the likes of a police officer or paramedic has doubled to 1 year. There's been an increase in the number of people in Yorkshire who are out of work. Unemployment in our region went up by 22,000 between July and September. The unemployment rate here is now the joint highest in the country. Nationally, unemployment has increased by 21,000 to 1.38 million. The number of people now known to have died in the worst wildfire in the history of California has risen to more than 40. 13 more bodies have been discovered in the north of the state, where more than 200 people are still missing. These residents escaped from the town of Paradise, which has been almost completely destroyed.
My clothes, and I have a backpack, and that's pretty much it right now. It's a freedom, a kind of a freedom, not one you would seek.
We will rebuild, one step at a time. We will rebuild our home, and we will be a part of rebuilding that town because it's a beautiful town.
A teenage boy from West Yorkshire remains in a serious condition after being injured by a firework. Police are now appealing for anyone who might have seen what happened in Bingley on Bonfire Night last Monday after the 16-year-old walked up what's known locally as the Cat Steps from Belgrave Road at around 4:15. A group passed him on the steps and an object was thrown, believed to have been a lit firework. It caused serious burns to his hands, arms, torso and legs. A Yorkshire MP is urging the government today to impose a new incinerator tax similar to the landfill tax. Keighley MP John Grogan was speaking ahead of today's event, which is showcasing plans for a brand new waste treatment plant at the town's old gasworks. Endless Energy Limited has applied for permission to generate electricity by burning commercial waste there.
I'm calling on Michael Gove, the Environment Secretary and the Chancellor, to impose an tax on incinerators, because there's a tax on landfill. If you throw plastic or rubbish into the ground, you've got to pay a tax, and I think you should if you incinerate it as well, because the danger of having more incinerators is you've got to put something in them.
And the author and Leeds-based campaigner Jasvinder Sangira has come forward to say that she was the woman allegedly offered a peerage by a member of the House of Lords in exchange for sex. Lord Leicester is said to have harassed her 12 years ago when she was 41 and he was 70. He denies the claims but is now facing a long suspension from Parliament. On to sport now this lunchtime, and Ben Stokes is going to bat at number 3 for England in the second test against Sri Lanka. That's tomorrow. He places Moeen Ali, who dropped down the order to number 6. Ben Foakes will be the wicket-keeper in an unchanged 11, meaning that Johnny Bairstow misses out despite being fit. And the Rugby Football League has announced that the Challenge Cup final is going to be moved from August to July from 2020. Also revealed is a new knockout competition for Championship and League One clubs next season. It's going to be called the 1895 Cup and will culminate in a final as the curtain raiser to the Challenge Cup final in August. BBC News, it's 4 minutes past 12.
West Yorkshire weather
with Lisa Gallagher.
A fine and dry afternoon across West Yorkshire with sunny spells, patches of cloud, brisk southwesterly winds and temperatures around 12 Celsius, that's 54 Fahrenheit. Clear spells this evening and at first night, but the cloud will fill in. There will be some outbreaks of rain and drizzle as the breeze freshens further and temperatures drop to around 8 degrees. So tomorrow it's cloudy and wet with outbreaks of rain dying out through the morning, brighter spells spreading up from the south through the afternoon, but a blustery day with temperatures around 14 Celsius, 57 Fahrenheit.
Thank you very much, Lisa.
Liz Green.